Well, I think Squishy made a great choice by joining Sundowns. Personally, I thought he was going to a better fit for a Pirate, knowing his explosiveness, his directness, and how he exploits those spaces, how he takes on our defense. I thought his style of play suit best the Pagania. But after watching him, I know that Squishy actually made an excellent choice by joining Sundowns. And whoever advised him to actually join Sundowns, I think that person did a great job. On the other hand, I think Miguel Cardoso at the same time has found the working combinations. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Nevertheless Commentaries. I'm your host, Ndlondlo of Zone Sport. Your favorite anchor on the net, Sebonga Kuno Support, is continue doing the same thing. Puti Mohabe approached the game with the 1-4-3. On the other end, Miguel Cardoso. It's a tradition, Sundowns 1-4-2-3-1. With Basadien, whom I think he had an incredible work or incredible game. As a fullback, he sometimes drops in and plays in 8, sometimes as a 6 and progressive play. Sometimes you find him on the wing play. I think he was enjoying a certain type of a free role because when he drops in, he gave numerical advantage in the middle alongside Ayende. Nobotusi Obas, and I think that worked very, very well in helping Sundowns in the first half to have a control of the match and ball circulation. I think it was very, very excellent. As I've said, that I think Basadien was having a blast with Ayende in the middle, and I think Obas as a rest defense, I think he's been incredible. He had a number of shortest goal outside the box, nothing on target, but I think he's gaining his confidence in that middle. And you could see that if he continue getting game times, he will begin to boss that middle and bring qualities that are almost similar to those of Tebogo Mokoena. It's just that he needs to actually find a correct techniques in terms of his range shot. But everything else, I think it was excellent according to how Obas had a game. I think overall performance of Sundowns, it was very, very incredible. But up front, Matthews, Umailula, Umukwena. I thought Umukwena had a good, youngster has had a good game. But what I have a problem is, if you have a winger whose first instinct is to play a negative pass, I think the boy need to work on that. His first instinct as an attacker shouldn't be the negative pass. I think that is something that the coach need to work on according to him and help him grow in that element to ensure that if he receives the ball, he mustn't have the first instincts of playing a negative pass. Finally, Umailula, I think, is very, very incredible. How he came back to his Sundowns and having scored Namhlanje, after he scored last week, I think is going to be a threat. And looking at Umailula, Tashut Matthews, and then Squish, I think with those, Miguel Cardoso is fine. What would be a working combination? If he drop in Umailula, excuse me, as a number 10, Squishy, Matthews on wing plays, who can be actually inverted and exploit those spaces, I think Sundowns is going to be very, very troublesome this season to Leon up front. However, in terms of his defense, particularly when you speak about the central pairing, I think there need to be some adjustment there, because if you look at Obas, is not a number 1, number 6 to Sundowns. He's a third option in my opinion. So with him in that role and having Ukoza, a youngster, I think there's a weakness of some sort there, which some other team will actually exploit. And in a number of cases, Ndlondlo carried the ball in those spaces. You could see that they could hurt the Sundowns with the Otladiso, but I think the combination wasn't on correct sync. Probably ama changes awenzile uPhuti Mohape on the second half were changes where at which he needed to begin with. I'm talking about the players like Ndllovu, probably Umpele also, Nomaribana. I think those 3 players probably are the players that could have started the game, and also drop Ndlondlo to the number 10 role and have somebody in front of him who's going to be a point of reference. Then many athletes carry the move going forward, being an outlet. Because if you look at how they structured their team, they didn't have a proper outlet. With Ndlondlo, is very, very short against Tukikana and Okoza. Sometimes, Nomota or Basadien, he was isolated up front as a false number 9, which played a disadvantage to Marumo Gallants on the attack. However, without the ball, defensively, I think they were solid, and I think how they congested the middle actually kind of frustrated the Sundowns in the first half, which forced the Sundowns to have the ball and control the match, but on the wrong areas where they cannot hurt Marumo Gallants. And I think in that aspect, on the first half, particularly Marumo, I think did very, very well. The number of chances that the Sundowns created, though, but there's these players who are forward players, they need to understand that you cannot kill a goalkeeper. You cannot kill a goalkeeper. And if you are inside the box and you receive the ball, yeah, there will be excitement, but my excitement will lead you to make wrong decisions, like wanting to blast the goalkeeper. Not everybody can score a scorcher. A scorcher is beautiful when it's executed correctly, but sometimes you just need to pick a spot and play the ball there, and then you go into the corner and celebrate. Everybody actually will be happy for you, enjoy, celebrate with you a goal, other than looking for a scorcher and then give a goalkeeper at least 80% chances of saving that ball, because sometimes it's hard to pick a spot and execute the technique correctly to actually hit a scorcher into that picked spot. 60% of the time, our scorchers are going to be saved by a goalkeeper or over the pole, sometimes away of goal. So these are the things that I think I'm a players in South Africa in general. When we speak about Premiership, I think these are the factors that they need to fix on the final third, because these teams create a lot of opportunities, but the final third decision making is not on. They lack composure, basically. Sometimes you just need to calm down, pick the spot and pass the net, and that's it. I'm not speaking specifically by Sundowns or Marumo Gallants, but the entire Premiership. I think I've watched a lot of football, South African football, and I've seen that happening probably in all the teams that are playing in the Premiership. However, the Sundowns scored a goal by Ukoza from a set piece. I think it was a set piece, and then it landed on him. He did exactly that. He just passed the net. Marumo Gallants tried to actually defend that, but I think it was executed correctly, given an adequate energy on that strike, and then they failed to actually defend that ball. And I think the player that attempted to defend that ball didn't really went for a defense. He just went for a deflection, and a deflection can go anyway. I think that defender could have done better. Ama-chances anyway. Sundowns are bringing in Ndllovu for Kulisomda, who was injured. We are hoping that he had a speedy recovery. On the other end, Marumo Gallants on the 56th minute introduced Mbele, who was now playing more as a point of reference. Not Mbele, Batin. I mean to say Batin, who played more as a point of reference, and then they introduced Ndlondlo also. Now there was some sort of a fluidity going forward. You would think maybe they have a chance to actually equalize against the Sundowns, and they created some situation where actually they could have actually gotten something off, but again, the decision making on the final third, problem. Sundowns make their own changes also on the other end. Introduce Zwane, introduce Ndlovu, Uskwishi, introduce Modiba. And I think that's the turning point of the match, because from that point on, Sundowns totally dominated Marumo Gallants in all areas, and I think they exploited them very, very well, using Ndlovu as an outlet on a wing player who was taking on Uskakane, Umanaga, and Mabuza on that side. And I think Sundowns was looking to exploit that side, because they saw there's an advantage, particularly with Siyanda Ndlovu. His actually wittiness, how we exploit those spaces and how we find passes in between the lines and also in the pocket. And you could see Sundowns is pressing on that advantage, and eventually they've gotten a goal. Mailula punished. And why they were pressing on that side? Because Coach put him happy when he sees that he needs to actually adjust tactically to address that situation. But they didn't give him a chance to address the situation, because they introduced also Ukutlano Letlago on the other end to also do the same thing, which I think he didn't actually raise to the standards of the game. Somehow, I think he came here somehow Ukutlano Letlago. Because if he brought the same energy and the same intensity that Ndlondlo was bringing Squish on the other end, and who could apply the same thing here, I think Sundowns could have exploited the Marumo Gallants and scored so many goals. So right now, I think we should fear our players at Kokomane number 38, because we had already last season with number 38, and now we have a Squish with Sundowns with the same number 38, and he's a problem. And once Miguel Cardoso start to play in Ndllovu, start to together with Mamelodi, together with Tashreq Matthews, Sundowns will be unstoppable. Once they find that pivot, that single pivot that can actually execute things very, very well, like Sundowns, or find a proper number 8 who can actually gel well with Marcelo Ayende, there's going to be a problem. There is going to be a problem, and the Sundowns is going to be even more dangerous. So this season, I think, is going to turn up very, very nicely moving forward. So I'm happy with what I've seen, how Sundowns actually showed up, particularly after they make changes. I think they were superior. They deserve it. They deserve to win. So I'd like to coach Putimo Hape. I think tactically he was sound, particularly on the first half, but the adjustment needed to actually try and contain the Sundowns on the second half, I think it wasn't there. I think those are the areas that he need to work on. Maybe probably beef up his squad on January during the window, the transfer window, or when it's open. But so far, he has something that he can work on. Particularly, he need to fix his squad moving forward. Thank you very much for tuning in. Kamalang Ndllovu away from Nwati. This is Nevertheless Commentaries. Love you so much. Thank you for the support. We'll see you on the next one over the weekend. Pagania Yadala. Itanas Kukune. Gomkabero 3 o'clock Tabama. M10-8 a first leg semi-final. Then on Sunday Sundowns against the Golden Arrows. It's going to be a nice one. Can't wait to see you again on the weekend. Bless you.